Everything's a little fucked up. But hi! You guys are gonna have to bear with me. I'm a little nervous. It's been so long. How long has it been? Like 4 years? It's good to see everybody. So as of right now, I am planning to do something that I called a PinWHEElington a couple months back. Was it the first time I ever did it? Thank you for the subscription. Oh shit. 37 months? There's no way. I've been gone for way longer than that, I think. Have I? I don't even remember. I missed the garage bedroom. Yeah, I miss all of that too. But this is gonna be cool too. Watch, check it out. Let me do this real quick. Oh no, it doesn't want to do it. Oh, you bitch. That's what I bought you for. There it is. Bam. Check it out. Bam. And then not only that, but check this out. Bam. And not only that, but check this out. Bam. So, we're back in here. I've been thinking about this for a while, but while we go down here, so I did a PinWHEElington. I want to do something similar, but instead of that same setup, I want to do fondant potatoes, which I've never done before. And I only saw a video about it once, yesterday. And then I was debating on if I should do like chive jelly, which is something a little fancier that I don't know if it'll actually like come out right, because I've never done anything like that before. So basically, this is what I'm thinking for the plating, pretty much like this. I have parsnips that I want to make. Oh shit, that still works. I have parsnips that I want to make into a foam, and then we're gonna do fondant potatoes, and we're gonna do the PinWHEElington. Basically, the PinWHEElington is gonna be like kind of this shape. It's gonna have some red, some green. Along with this, we're gonna do, I want to kind of plate it like, how do I want to do it? I have to think about it. I think I'm gonna do foam right there, potato here. I know I want it offset. I just don't know exactly which way I want to do it. I think I might go here, 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 here. But I guess we'll play with it as we go. And then it's gonna have a sauce on top of it. And then in between, if it works out correctly, if it comes out right, we'll do little dots of chive jelly. But again, I've never done that. I've never done the fondant potatoes. There's only gonna be 2 fondant potatoes on the plate. And then a couple of things of parsnip foam, and then chive jelly. I gotta figure this out though. Oh, and then on top, I want to do parsnip chips. So I have like a basic idea of what I want. I just don't know if the chive jelly is gonna work, but we'll figure that out as we go. So before we do that, I have to blanch some spinach. Let me get you guys a little closer. The water doesn't have to be crazy hot. And I'm only making 1 roll, so I don't think I need too much spinach. This thing will lose size really quickly though, but just until the, I was gonna say spaghetti, the spinach gets to about right here, we move it into the water. And I'm actually gonna use this same water because I want to use it to blanch the chives later. Do I have a bowl down here? I think I do. I'm already winded. I'm out of shape. My hands are clean. My hands are clean. Don't nobody say anything. So I'm gonna put all of this spinach into a bowl. It doesn't have to be like super dry. I just want to get it decent. I got my towel here. Thank you for the prime. Show me, show me. Can you make something more unhealthy? It's gonna be, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's gonna have a lot of butter. This towel is not dirty, it's just stained, so nobody talk shit. Can you try Norwegian tacos? I would be down to do Norwegian taco night. High key. I'm gonna save the good knife for later, so I'm just gonna use this to grate some Parmesan. The reason why I'm grating my own Parmesan is because a lot of pre-shredded Parmesan has things in it that keeps it from sticking together, and I just don't like that. I feel like if you grate your own, it blends in better. I'm so winded and out of shape. You love the sawdust? Ew. I think I was a little too early with the mushrooms, so I'm probably gonna put that back. I have no game plan. I know the ingredients. Gonna have a couple ideas, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. By the way, this is gonna be a long stream. This is gonna be a very long stream. I feel like I'm invading Johnny at work. Pretty much. I even dressed up for the occasion. I originally wasn't going to, but it just makes me feel like I'm ready to work. so I did it. Oh, where's the protein? The protein is defrosting because I fucking froze it last night. But what I'm using for the protein is actually milanesa, which is like a thin pounded beef, almost like a skirt steak. Even though it sounded like that was a question, it's already breaking apart. But that's my fault. I should not have froze it. It probably would have been good for today, but I was just worried about it. I'm gonna fucking layer them over each other. That way, there's no like huge gaps. I think I'm gonna do cheese first, and then I will go back to the spinach. This is so cool. Thank you so much, Dons. This is the finely shredded Parmesan. Also, just grating it like that makes it so small that it should make it easier to melt. Then I'm gonna go and grab the spinach. We're gonna put the spinach. I don't want like big fucking blobs of spinach. That's you're gonna get like some wet sections, and it's just not. It's not great. It's not good mouthfeel. I think that's enough vegetables for now. Wait, excuse me. Don't judge the chef. Should have given us an ASMR of that. Perfect. Get a little closer. Now we're just gonna try to roll this up tightly, and then I'm gonna wrap it up with plastic as well. Not too bad. It's a little thin, but it's okay. This is where the pinwheel comes in because you're gonna have those rolled up layers. I'm just gonna use the twine to keep it together, and then I'm gonna use plastic in a bit to actually give it its shape. So it'll actually get a little fatter from the plastic, and we're gonna let it chill in the fridge. You make it just from Shokugeki? Oh, Food Wars? I can try it. I'd be down to do a dish from Food Wars. That'd be sick. I'm trying so hard not to touch the meat. I'm just gonna change gloves. You guys are gonna see how often I change gloves. I really don't want to touch the meat. Mill wheat ramen too from Dr. I've never tried making ramen noodles, but I am willing to give it a shot. A big part of my culinary career has been learning. Bowles made a joke the other day. Not a joke. He made an observation where he's like, for as long as I've known you, I think you've had like new jobs every couple of months, and that's really true because I used to. Now I'm trying to settle down a bit, but I used to treat restaurant jobs as like culinary school that pays you. So I've worked in a lot of restaurants. I've learned a lot of things. And the reason why I'm working 2 jobs now is because one of them is actually closing. So I took that opportunity to get a second job to learn pastry. So I'm learning more again. So that's been fun. And if I can get a chance to learn how to make noodles, fuck it. I think that'd be dope. I want to season as much of this as possible. It is getting wrapped in pastry. It's basically going to be the same thing as a beef Wellington, but wrapped. All right, I'm gonna move this to the side. I'm gonna need a little bit of space. I need my work surface to be a little wet as well. Having a wet table. Show nips now. Yeah, once we do this, I'll let it chill in the fridge. May drop some fucking paper towels. Some of that. I just need it to cling as flat as possible to the surface. I forget what this method is called, but I learned it at one of the French restaurants that I worked at. Basically, gotta wrap it up tight. And then, while holding the edges, basically spin until it tightens up and looks like a log. Oh, bam. So you see it's gotten a little thicker already. Probably could have gone away with like one more piece of plastic, because now this is hard to tie. Yeah, get in there. Get in there. Yeah, get in there. Yeah. Get in there. Yeah. Now we got a fucking log of meat. I'm gonna go cool this down for like 30 minutes. That'll keep me awake. I guess I don't have to do the chives yet. We'll work on the duck sail. Well, I'm gonna need that Dijon mustard soon. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna use, but I know how much I'm gonna put in there. So we'll figure that out. And then I'm just gonna whip these bitch like that. Power stance. Pretty much you want it small chunks. I'll push down the side a little bit. Do you think they taste good? to me, they never taste like anything. It depends on what you use them for. If you're just using them as like pizza toppings and you just toss them on there, then yeah, they're just gonna be bland. But like my favorite mushroom is actually maitake mushrooms, and maitake mushrooms are fucking delicious when they're just sauteed with like olive oil, salt, and pepper. Those are great. This is gonna take salt, pepper, shallots, butter, red wine, and like a bunch of other shit. So this is gonna be delicious. I'm starving though. I should have gotten something to eat. Feels weird cutting shallots so fine at home. It also just helps it like disappear in the duxelle. I don't mind pre-peeled garlic. What I do mind is pre-minced garlic, because a lot of the time they put that shit in olive oil or in some other oil, and I just don't like the smell of that. For some reason it throws me off, so I hate it. I am fine with this. A lot of restaurants I've been at use this. You hate peeling garlic, but there's no other option. Is there a noticeable difference between mincing and pressing garlic? I think pressing garlic is a stronger flavor, if I'm not mistaken, because you're pretty much breaking down the cell walls more. The more you break down the cell walls of a product, the more you can get into like its juices and shit. Which is why, like, if you use a whole garlic, it's less flavor as opposed to if you cut it in half. And then if you fucking mince it, it's more flavor than if you just cut it in half. If you press it, it's even more flavor because you're breaking down the cell walls even more. So you just get a little bit more juices out of it. It depends on how much of the garlic flavor you want in it. I'm just gonna give this a rough chop. All I'm trying to do is avoid big pieces. I'm not looking for anything too fucking fancy. Yeah, look, I'm gonna show you. I'm not aiming for the smallest bits. Just a nice little mince. Any appliances I should buy for my kitchen? What do you have, and what would you like to make? Knives for sure. Spatulas, microwave, rice cooker, kettle. Yeah, I got one. Mandolins, so useful. Mandolins are great, but they're dangerous, so be careful. I have a saying that you don't get good with mandolins until you lose a finger's worth of fingertips. It's just one of those where you have to be careful. Like, use a cut glove, use the thing. I cut my toenails using a mandolin. That's fucking gross. I'm gonna get the box wine ready. Box wine, baby. Oh, this should be good. That's already so fragrant. If you see any big pieces, fucking ignore them. I can smell it from here. Does it smell good? Ooh, that might have been too much garlic, but fuck it. I forgot I said I wasn't gonna use all of it. We'll drop in some of the mushrooms. I don't want to add too much color to the garlic or onions. I just want to sweat them down. This is my homemade butter. I had some heavy cream that was about to go bad, so I got to use this up while I can. And then at this point, if you can look right here, there's a lot of liquid. That's both from the butter and from the mushrooms. I'm gonna just stir this until it dries up. And then once it dries up, I'm gonna deglaze it with the red wine, and then I'll start tasting it. We're gonna take requests for recipes to try making recipes you never had. Yes, I would be more than happy to do that. It's also what I plan to do too. Like, I'm way more than happy to fucking try anything you guys suggest, as long as it's not some bullshit like sweaty ball soup or some shit. You know what I mean? Don't give me no troll shit. Like, send me like actual recipes. Last time was 5 years ago. Do you stream? No, yeah, the last time I streamed was like 5 years ago. But hopefully now I'll at least do it once a month, once every 2 weeks maybe. At the moment I am 2 jobs Johnny, so I'm kind of working with what I got. How are you gonna choose what to cook in 2031? I'll have ideas by then. It's a couple of years, you know? One thing I gotta do, so I'm gonna lower this. I have to get a pot. I gotta peel some fucking parsnips. No pensé que lo iba a escuchar, pero sí lo escuché. Vente para acá, güey. Pero sí lo escuché. Sí sirve. Ok, ahí está. Ya voy a empezar a pelar el pinche parsnip. Todavía sirve. Yo pensé que no iba a servir. Pelador. Pueden decir pelador. Pelador. No lo voy a lavar porque lo estoy pelando. Y no va a cambiar mucho. Y creo que ya está limpio porque no se ve bien feo. Iba a tratar de usar la cáscara, pero Tengo que hacer más trabajo que quiero hacer. Entonces, solo voy a hacer eso. Voy a mover esto para que no se me queme. Y luego lo que voy a hacer es cortarlo en pedazos chiquitos. Y lo voy a empezar a hervir en una olla de crema. So what I'm going to do is cut this into pieces and get it boiling in a pot of heavy cream in the background. It's going to be mostly parsnip and like maybe one potato. And that will hopefully turn into our parsnip foam. I'm going to have to add some milk to it, I think. Cool downs? Yep, cool downs. And I made it a little bit more expensive. I remember. But as you can see, the bubbles have calmed down a bit. I think now it's just mostly butter and oil. So I'm gonna let this go for as long as I can. Now I need to peel at least one potato. And I actually think I can get away with the full skin on this because these are more similar to Yukons than russets. Don't throw has cooking your meal too. I might. If you guys send me a recipe, I might do it. I'm not scared. One of my goals is to use native bugs of Mexico, and I want to use them to make a little tasting menu, and I think that would be dope. I was gonna cut these down small so that they cook faster. I don't want there to be too much potato, so I'm gonna have to eyeball this. This I am just making up on the fly. I don't know if this will even work, but I own a siphon now, so I'm gonna fucking try it. I've done things similar to what I'm trying to do, but I've never actually done this, which is why I'm not measuring anything, but it should work. And the mushrooms are going along pretty well, but if you look, I just got this going on. And then what I'm going to do is cover it with heavy cream till it like goes. Oh, it's milk. Ah, I'm stupid. Fuck it. I was gonna put milk anyway. There's some heavy cream, a little bit of salt, bam, and then I'm just gonna put this over here in the background to get soft, pretty much. All right, these are starting to smell done. I put so much butter in here, it's not gonna thin out very much. But I'm pretty sure we can start going. I'm gonna lower it just a little bit, and we're gonna just dump some wine in that bitch. Bam. We're gonna get fucked up tonight. Yeah. I think I put too much fucking wine in this thing too. It's not drying out like I would like. So what I'm going to do is actually transfer this over to a sheet tray con papel abajo para que se empiece a secar un poquito. Basically right now, I think it's okay, though it wasn't too much wine. I think it does need something. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more pepper. And I'm gonna transfer this over to some paper towel. And I'm gonna let it dry up because I put just so much butter in this fucking. Boom. But yeah, if you look at it now that all the bubbles have settled, there's just so much butter in that. That's where I done did a fuck up. I'm gonna do a little bit of rosemary on this too. I'm gonna get literally just this much of rosemary because I don't want it to be too overpowering. Rosemary could be very fucking strong. And now, because we use the plastic, it should hold just fine like this. Oh my god. And all I'm gonna do is sear off the edges a bit. It'll help it seal. Oh my god, that rosemary smells so good. We're gonna do it in the same butter that we cooked the mushrooms and the shallots and everything in. And now here's our schmeat log. Has a much better shape than earlier. I'm gonna look for the bottom, and I'm just gonna sear it. That's a big meat. It's actually, it looks bigger than it actually is. It's a shower, not a grower, but it does look nice. And there's actually not a lot of fond in this pan. Fond is the stuff that gets stuck to the bottom, so I will more than likely not use it for a sauce. I was afraid to put the heat up too high because of the bits of mushroom that are still in it. I don't want it to burn. So we're just gonna get a little bit of color on it. I just want a little bit of rosemary butter. I'm gonna baste it. I'll wait on the crepes. I'm gonna try to work on the chive jelly and hope that that comes out well. I'm debating on if I should add white wine to it, and I have both agar-agar and gelatin. My agar-agar is old as fuck. Yeah, that's going in the trash. That expired last year, so we're using gelatin. Why do I have Splenda? Oh, here it is. Gelatin. You have to bloom gelatin in cold water for like at least 5 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Are you toe tipping to reach the? No. No. No, I'm really tall. I'm really, really tall. They're spoken like a true tall boy. This isn't half time, so I'm just gonna do this. You're almost the same height as your hero Goku. That's a Mexican legend right there. He could be a member of the government if he wanted to. Like, I don't think like some like off-size chunks will be bad, but I'm trying to avoid the fibers as much as possible. Like I said, I don't even know if this is gonna fucking work, but we're gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna dump most of this water out because I don't think I'm gonna need very much for this. It has salt in it already, so I'm gonna let this go for a bit. I'm basically blanching it. I think once it gets low, I will add some white wine to it. I don't know if it'll help or hurt, but I'm gonna do it. That's good, but it doesn't taste like chive. It's good though. I'm not mad at it. So the idea with this is to get it warm, get the chive flavor in there. I don't think it's gonna need a lot of white wine, so I can probably just get away with like that much. So I'm just gonna let that go for a little bit. I don't think it'll need too much. I think that should be enough. I know agar-agar you have to boil for like 2 minutes. Gelatin, I don't think you have to. I think you just have to mix it in. And I don't know if mixing it in will kill it or not when it's hot. So I'm gonna let that chill for just a bit. And then I'm gonna have to mute for a second while I do this. All right, that should be good enough. That shit went hard. It is thin, but that's fine. Tis salty. I'm trying to figure out ways to emulsify it. But we got some nice color on it. Glue? You want me to use glue? I would like to keep it savory. It's just borderline too salty, which is why I thought of butter, because butter will bring down some of the saltiness and thicken it up. But I don't know if butter and gelatin go together. Actually, let's fucking check that out. I'm gonna Google some stuff. Oh, you can. Okay. So then let's fucking do that. We're just gonna spin the fuck out of it till it gets thicker. And if you're gonna try to emulsify with butter, you want to make sure your liquid isn't too hot because that'll just break the emulsion. I might have to do like a little bit of sugar just in case the salty stays. It's getting there though. I'll show you guys real quick. It's not as broken on the sides as it was earlier. That's from just the amount of water that goes in there. Now I'm gonna start to add this. I don't think I'm gonna need the whole pack, so I'm just gonna fucking eyeball it. I'll use like half the pack. Less salty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of spinach to that. I'm gonna do something fancy. I might do spinach and thyme. Blend this, pass it through strainer. I'm gonna probably toss this. Look who it is. But she's in a run right now. She hates the blender. She's about to take off. Nice. Hopefully it doesn't spill. I also just remembered that I said I wanted to do parsnip chips, and I used all the parsnips, so I'm probably not going to do that. I'll probably just use regular potato. This, once it cools down, we'll test it out and see if it actually foams. And bam, we got this bad boy for that. Just right now. Has a little bit of salt. I think that's okay. Add just another little pinch. A little bit of pepper. And then again, we're gonna blend the fuck out of this. It looks a little thin now, but it'll thicken up. Oh, do this. But before, you know what? While I'm doing this, you guys watch this for me. I'm gonna pass this through the strainer, get all the big chunks out. It's looking a little thick, so I'm gonna mix in some extra milk. And I don't need this to be too hot anyway, so adding the milk should help cool it down a bit. I've gotten so focused that I forgot how hot it is in here. I'm gonna need to hydrate eventually. And this is where I might make a mess on the table. I was wrong. And the good part of this is that now it's temp enough to where I think we can test it out. There's really no max line on this. That's wild. Now, if I'm lucky, this will work. It's still a little warm, so it needs to cool down. But if I'm lucky, this will make a nice little foam. And if I'm unlucky, it'll spray all over the carpet. Still too hot, but foam achieved. I think once it cools down, it'll hold a little better, but not bad. Now I gotta make crepes. All-purpose flour. I need 140 milliliters of milk. As you can see, I'm using lactate so I don't hurt anybody's tum-tum. A little bit of salt. 1 egg. And then I whisk the fuck out of it. See how well these come out. I made this a little thick, but it's fine. Fuck, I might even be good with just this one. Holy shit, it's fucking huge. Watch me splash butter all over my fucking face. I didn't, but it's fine. Oh shit, oh shit. Massive fucking crepe backfired. Oh shit. Bam. Good enough, motherfucker. By the way, this is only my second time making crepes, so don't judge me. Crepes are something I want to get better at, though. Crepes are so fucking good. You see that hot-ass piece of crepe that just went flying at me? Holy shit. I'm going to just layer this really quickly. I'm going to overlap it. I made one way too big. I can't remember for the life of me if it was prosciutto first and then mushrooms, but that makes the most sense to me right now, so that's what I'm doing. Only thing with prosciutto is that it's so thin, it's hard to not rip it. Ooh. Ooh. Bish. Bam. Bam. That should be good. Alright, now I'm gonna get as much of this mushroom off of this as I can, and we're just gonna spread it on top. I always think I do too much of this, and then I go to put it on the prosciutto, and it looks like so little. Bam. So sweaty. The gelatin is looking fucking great. I'll show you the progress. The box said to cool it for like 3 hours, but check this out. It's already solidified pretty fucking well. So it's gonna get blended and put into a piping bag, and then there'll be some dots on the plate. But now we gotta roll the schmeat. We're gonna cut off the strings. Last time I did this, I actually forgot to take these fucking strings out. And I had wrapped it up and everything, and before I put it to bake, I was like, oh, the fucking butcher's toy. Put that there. I gotta start up here, actually. We'll go like this. tighten this bad boy. Not terrible. That looks magnificent. Thank you, thank you. Now we're gonna go back and do the plastic trick again. That smells really fucking good. Stay, please. This isn't gonna die. When that dies, we're not gonna have that camera angle. So I'm getting hungry now. I am starving. I forgot to get food before cooking. I have not eaten all day, and it is 4:28 my time right now. I am so hungry. What did we make? I missed it. You missed all the prep. We're not done yet. We still got a lot to go. I actually have to fucking cool this down. Not cool down. I have to wrap it again. I'm gonna work on the fondant potatoes while this is getting wrapped up again. And then they should both be done around the same time. Yes, glove pair number 53. 4 hours of prep. Bulls, when I cook all day. I once spent 10 hours just grinding corn to make tortillas. That is the chef life. It's holding nice and tight though. This has to get a nice shape to it. Now we wrap tightly again. You said you were winded earlier. How are you feeling now? Oh, I'm still tired. But when I get in my cooking zone, I forget about everything. So I'm treating it. I don't know. It's not that I'm purposely treating it this way. I'm used to it. I'm used to working 8+ hours a day in a hot kitchen. So this is just a normal day for me. So I'm less winded. I'm breathing a little better, but I'm still breathing through my mouth. So this is what I'm used to. Here's this. Luckily I don't have to make. Oh, I'm slurring my words. I'm gonna need water soon. Fuck. Boom. But that is the PinWHEElington wrapped in the crepe. The crepe smells fucking amazing. Well, so we're gonna let this cool down, and I'm not gonna make too many, I don't think. But I'm gonna do a couple potatoes. Hydrate. Everybody drink your Wawa. Wawa break. So, ooh, it's fucking. What's the temperature here? Check it out. Can anybody guess? If you can guess the temperature in Fahrenheit, based off of my sweat, you are an equal genius. Enrico, you are very close. It is 81 degrees in here. 81 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 27.222 degrees Celsius. Well, break over. Everybody get back to work. I wonder if 400 is too hot for this. I'm gonna save some of these shavings and try to turn them into chips because I forgot to do it with the parsley. Okay, these are roughly the same size. I have never done these before. I hope I do this correctly, because if not, I'm gonna do mashed potatoes lobster. Basically, the fondant potatoes are gonna be cooked in a fucking butter bath. I'm gonna get a little bit of color on both sides. Then, while this is working in there, I am going to wrap the Wellington in puff pastry, and I have to make a egg wash. Cooking good food, nice food, with love takes forever. If anybody cooks for you and they do sides, tell them you love them. My cat does not like this sound. I literally just saw a video about this last night. And by a video, I mean a fucking Instagram reel. So I hope I get it right. I only saw it once. Ooh, potatoes are getting some nice color. Nice. Oh, that's beautiful. I wish that other camera didn't fuzz us. Probably would have been a little smoother had I used a knife, but I'm not mad at it. Oh, this is fucking beautiful. Oh, it's fucking beautiful. I'm just waiting for this one to beautify. Let me show you how the color's coming out on these. Bam. Look at that. Look at that GVD. Look at that GVD. So now I'm gonna drop in all this butter. With some of this thyme. I'm gonna cover this. I'm hoping this is enough butter. We're gonna put this in here for. I'm gonna start it at about 30 minutes. But I'm gonna make a quick egg wash. And then we're gonna wrap the Wellington in the puff pastry. That's gonna have to sit again. So hopefully we can get that over with as quickly as possible. We'll definitely be done within the hour. Well, bam, loaf. Now we unwrap this bad boy. Beautiful shape, beautiful shape. I want to say this comes with 2 puff pastry sheets. I would love to learn how to make puff pastry, but I hear that it's really fucking difficult. I feel like this is barely the right size. Ooh, it's gonna be a tight fit. It's so like snug. I can stretch it out a little bit. It's gonna be a tight fucking fit. Think that's long enough? And then wrapping it up would also tighten it a little bit as well. But it's getting there. It's getting there. I think maybe it's been like 10 minutes since I've done the potatoes. I completely forgot to put a timer on that, so I gotta check that soon. I am not gonna put the egg wash on it yet. I wanna make sure it maintains its shape. And I also have to tighten it up a little bit. I wanna make sure it's firm, rolled up. Boom. Log. We'll put the egg wash aside for now. We're gonna blend up the jelly. I want to say it's firm enough now. It seems like it'd be firm enough. I'm gonna use the small little spice grinder for this one. Let's get it going. Let's get it going like we haven't been doing this shit for fucking 5 hours. Woo. But yeah, I think this will work just fine. Especially because it's such a small amount. I don't really need the big blender for this. It's looking good though. I feel like it is gonna give me the consistency that I want. And it's also a nicer color than I thought it was gonna be. Good. But you see that texture? That consistency? That's nice. I like that one. Oh. Nice consistency. I'll bring it to you guys because the other camera doesn't work. It looks almost like a guacamole, but it's not. I would still have loved for this to be a brighter green, but this is okay too. Well, bang. That's gonna be our little chive jelly, if you can call it that, because it has butter and shit in it, but works. I'm gonna leave that in the fridge to cool down a little bit more. I'm actually gonna check the potatoes right now. Yeah, these are done. Hell yeah. Let me get these just a little closer to you guys. Now we can all check it out. We'll get a nicer angle of it in a little bit. Boy, fuck the wall. But it's looking good. It's looking good. I think it's good enough to pull out the puff pastry again. I don't know where I'm going with anything. Okay, I was gonna take this. Well, damn. Now, this is like the size of a massive fucking burrito now. And then I don't have a lattice cutter, so I'm gonna have to do this part by hand. The whole thing with the lattice pattern is that you kind of have to go alternating. So I'm gonna start on one end, going up with a couple lines, and then in between those lines you add other sets of lines, and then you just go back and forth like that. I'm already fucking up. They're not gonna be perfect, but it's fine. As long as they look decent, I'm happy. I think I did all right. I used to go ham on the balls. I'll cut off any excess that I don't need. One more pass with the egg wash. So now I'm gonna put this bad boy in the oven. I'll let you guys see it beforehand. I'm showing you guys right here. Bam. That's the PinWHEELington so far. We do need a timer though. So close to nom nom time. I'm so excited. It's so beautiful. I'm glad you think it's beautiful. While that's going, I am gonna start on a couple chips. What time is it right now? I'm gonna give it like 20 minutes and see what we can do. Now, a lot of these shavings that I had earlier, I'm gonna turn those into these little floss, little strings. By the way, if you're gonna cut on a cutting board, please put a towel under it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my shit is sliding everywhere. That is very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Please put a towel under your fucking cutting boards. I think that's a good enough. It's a good amount for now. But I'm gonna show you all this one too. Not too thin, not too thick. We'll fry these bad boys off. Have them sitting on the side while the Wellington cooks. We'll make a quick sauce and then we'll plate. It's at 224 to be a little extra safe. I'm gonna drop these in right now. I'm gonna move them around until they're done. I also don't mind it being this cold because as I'm moving it, they're gonna curl. And if I can get it to stay curly, then mission accomplished. What I'm trying to avoid are big clumps. I'm taking it off because the color's basically there. Let the residual heat finish it off. It's slipping and sliding everywhere. These smell great too. I wish I would have saved some parsnip. It would have been so much better with parsnip. Put a little bit of salt, not too much. But wait, these little potato hairs. And I think now I can whip up a sauce. I couldn't save the font, but I do have Better Than Bouillon, which is good enough to make a quick sauce with. Oh, I forgot something actually. I didn't use the Dijon on the Wellington. Okay, if that's the case, I'm gonna put some Dijon sauce. Should still be good, but I did forget the fucking Dijon. Maybe the mustard is all the friends we made along the way. Maybe it is. So I think 1 spoon should be okay. This one we're gonna play with. Better Than Bouillon is mad fucking strong. I'm debating on if I should add red wine to this too. I think I should because it'll help give it some body. Should be enough wine. It is also not dark enough. It is 49. I'm gonna need a towel very soon, which I have or had. Where'd you go? And then I have a lot of my homemade dehydrated powders, which I can add to it if need be. Some shallot powder, not shallot, celery. I feel like I could use some of that. Yeah, that was delicious. That's my shallot powder that I made, but for some reason it's so fucking clunky. It like sticks together no matter how long I dehydrated it for. The mustard will also help this bind together. It's already getting nice and thick, and I think I do want to add some thyme to this. The flavors are really strong already, so I don't want to overpower with rosemary. And yeah, because of the bouillon, it's already salty. I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes. Heavy cream. About 1 minute right now. That shit look massive, son. Look at that thing. That's pretty. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I gotta make sure I get this sauce down. I guess I'll put some fucking rosemary in there. A little bit of rosemary. But I think sauce should be good. I think it's safe to say I'm done. I'm gonna go get my phone and try to set up that other angle. I'm sweating. I'm turning the AC on as soon as we're done here. Holy shit. We're gonna do it like this. Oh, fuck. Not like that. Shit. Bam. Well, bam. What? Bam. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that thing. Ignore my heavy breathing and look at that thing. Zoom. Still nice and warm. I'm not gonna serve that piece, but I will serve this. Bam. I think color would have been a lot nicer had I not fucking frozen it. That's okay. Just like that. So big old slice too, shit. It smells great though. Smells fantastic. I'm gonna do like that. Now we see if the foam works. Foam looks great. I could have played it that nicer, but that's fine. We're just fucking coming up with it on the fly. It's not too bad. For the first attempt, plating this way, not bad. She a thick one, but she not bad. Not bad. But the foam is intact, staying basically how I want it. Not crazy. I just want to reach to the screen. The gelée is kind of spreading everywhere just from holding it at the angle. Probably because it didn't sit for too long, or it didn't sit long enough. And I could cut it thinner, but all in all, for like a on the spot figuring it out, no recipe for the foam or fucking gelée, not bad. Not bad at all. Looks so good. It looks so yeah. It's hard for me to say yes, because I know I could have done better, but it's all good. Again, a lot of this was done just on the fly. I've never done fucking chive gelée. I just came up with the fucking foam on the fly, sauce on the fly. But let's see what it's like. I need to find where the camera is on this thing. It's good. It's really good. Surprisingly enough, could use more salt. So that's good for me to know, because I was worried that it would be too salty. It's still really good despite me forgetting the mustard. But these potatoes, fucking perfectly cooked. Firm but soft. Get some of this gelée. But check it out. Look at how easily that fucking cut. Look at how easily that fucking cut. But all in all, that chive gelée, if I actually fuck around and like try to make it better, I think that would be great. I was originally just gonna slice up chives and put them on top, but I was like, what can I do to make it look a little nicer? It fucking tastes great. Tastes great. I'm happy with it. But I'm gonna kill this right now. Everybody that stopped by, I hope you guys had fun. I know we're fucking like almost 6 hours in. Thank you guys for being here. It was a great time. I am sweating. What is the temperature in this motherfucker? 84 degrees in here now. Ugh. I'm done. I am done. Hopefully I will see you guys within 2 weeks, maybe. Fingers crossed. Definitely within a month. I do want to continue this. It was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for hanging out. It was a blast, and thank you for welcoming me back. I fucking love you guys. Good night, good night, good night.